Okay, thank you, Ma'am Naga, for that well-versed presentation. Now, let's move on to our next presenter. Our next presenter is a dedicated mentor of Dato Mamintang Adyong Senior Memorial National High School. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand to Ma'am Asnaida Pacote. And she will be discussing to us her research study entitled Video Lessons in English Among Secondary Schools in Lanao del Sur, First Division, Challenges, Status, and Prospects.
Thank you so much, Ma'am. Alright, once again, good afternoon. Again, I am Asnaida Pacote. So today I will be presenting to you my thesis proposal entitled Video Lessons in English Among the Secondary Schools in Lanao del Sur 1 Division, Challenges, Status, and Prospects. Alright, so we are living in a 21st century education. We are living in a 21st century world. So let's talk about 21st century education. So, again, we are living in a 21st century where technology is a necessity, especially in education. We educators are aiming to produce a globally competent learners and keep up with the change and innovations without stick to obsolete ideas because the world keeps on changing and innovating. So was education. So nowadays, the use of video lesson in English, especially the use of videos in classroom, is a heavily researched topic that has demonstrated high benefits for many different types of students. However, in line with the English subject, only few studies were conducted. As observed, educators are striving to transform learning environments to meet the changing needs. This made a disparity in the way schools deliver knowledge to the students. Teachers do not fully understood how this educational investment can affect the performance of the learners, which make the use of video lesson in English became a challenge for the teachers to be more creative and innovative in presenting learning material, as well as for students, especially in the case of Lanao del Sur 1. In the Philippine setting, there might be no mandate to use video lesson in classroom, but because in 21st century education, the use of technology should be evident. According to the article written by Ulrike Meneses, one of the skills and qualities that teachers must have in order to teach in 21st century is to be digital gurus. This increases the effectiveness of content delivery and engages students in a more comprehensive environment. For this, teachers must be knowledgeable enough to computers and technology and ready to learn at the same time, explore innovative and creative ways of using technology in teaching. When a teacher uses technology in classroom, it implicitly inspires and motivates students to learn and develop their information technology skills. Furthermore, videos can be used to stimulate the thoughts, feelings, and attention and abilities of students so that it can encourage the learning process. The use of media in learning can make students do more learning activities and other activities such as observing, doing, and demonstrating. Hence, according to Krashan 1998 as cited by Gadizadi 2018, it is essential, especially in language learning, to expose learners with authentic, comprehensible input to engage them in teaching and learning process. However, there are some technical and non-technical challenges that remain on the surface. Most of the schools in Lanao del Sur 1 Division are not in the utilization of video lessons. They are stuck into traditional approach. In fact, they should utilize this video lesson considering the slow internet connection in Lanao del Sur 1. where teachers cannot require students to watch YouTube videos. So video lessons could be better and appropriate since it can be played offline. Therefore, it is in this context that I, the researcher, will conduct this study to determine the status, problems, and prospects of the teachers in Lanao del Sur 1 Division on the use of video lesson in English. So, let's proceed to the theories that will be used in this study. So, the theories are the information processing theory and the technology-enhanced language learning. So let us discuss first the information processing theory. So this theory actually was developed by American psychologists George Miller and Richard Schrieffer in the 1916. So this theory explains how the human mind processes, stores, and retrieves information. So the role of attention and perception in information processing. So it is widely used in educational settings to understand and enhance the human learning. So this theory has three primary stages: the sensory memory, the short-term memory, and then the long-term memory. So as we move from sensory memory to short-term memory and finally to long-term memory, our cognitive system filters, organizes, and stores information, enabling us to learn, remember, and retrieve knowledge effectively. So, understanding these memory stages and their functions provides valuable insights for us educators, helping us design instructional strategies that cater to the cognitive process involved in learning and ultimately improve student outcomes. So, the role of attention and perception of information processing. So let us discuss first the attention. Attention is a critical aspect of information processing as it allows us to selectively focus on specific stimuli while ignoring irrelevant information. So hence, this theory has relevance to this study as it suggests that using video lesson in English helps students with different learning styles by presenting visual and auditory learning materials that will catch the attention of the students, and the chance of learning is high. Alright, so the second theory to be used in this study is the technology-enhanced language learning, or the TEL. So it is the use of computer as technological innovation to display multimedia as a means of complementing teaching method language teacher. It is also used to enhance the learning process. So these theories suggest that integrating technology into a course such as the English subject and using video lessons may create the cognitive and temporal space needed for critical analysis that shifts technology from a role of unquestioning acceptance to one of the strategic employment with students as critics rather than as consumers of technology. Alright, so now let's proceed to the conceptual framework of the study. So, this is the independent variable, the dependent variable, and of course, the third one is the output of the study. So, the first box, it is about the socio-demographic profile of the respondents in terms of their age, gender, marital status, educational attainment, position, years in service, teaching self-preference, and then their ability of using ICT in teaching. And then the second box here talks about the video lessons in English, the status, the problems, and then the prospects. And then the output will be the basis for creating and editing a video lesson using application software. Alright, so this is the statement of the problem. So it seeks to answer the following question. First one is, what is the socio-demographic profile of the respondents in terms of their age, gender, up to their ability of using ICT in teaching? What are the, second one, what are the challenges encountered by the respondents on the use of video lesson in English? Third one, what is the status of the use of video lesson in English among the English teachers of Lanao del Sur 1 Division? The fourth one, what are the prospects of the respondents in the use of video lesson in English? The fifth one, is there a significant relationship between the profile of the respondents and the challenges? And then the last one is, what teacher's guide can be crafted on using video lessons? And for the research methodology, let's start first with the research design. So this study will use the descriptive research design. And then for the locale of the study will be conducted within Lanao del Sur 1, especially the 57 secondary schools, again in Lanao del Sur 1 Division. And then the respondents are all the secondary school in Lanao del Sur 1 Division handling English subject. And then for the instrumentation, either researchers adopt questionnaire. It is adapted from the study of Dolan and Prodenov 2013 entitled Student Perception of Lecture Video Used as a Means to Increase Time for In-Classroom Problem-Solving Applications. And then for the data gathering, the either researcher will ask permission from the different authorities, from the division head to the principals and then to the teachers. And then for the statistical tools to be used in this study is again the frequency and percentage distribution. So this statistical tool will be used to determine the profile of the respondents with this formula. And then the mode, this statistical tool will be used to determine the average value of the response of the respondents in the use of video lesson. The response which occur the most often in a set of values. So I think that would be all. Thank you.